So in today's video, we're going to be rating every ultimate moveset in Sorcerer Battlegrounds. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so the first character we're going to be doing is going to be Gojo. Now, Gojo has a pretty good moveset. Red Universal can launch him pretty far away. But the downside is you can't really combo with it. Same goes for the other three moves. Palm Strike, Hollow Purple, or Domain Expansion. But Domain Expansion is pretty useful since you really can't get hit once you open it. So paired up with the other moves, it can be very deadly. Now for Hollow Purple can one-shot, but sometimes it's kind of hard to hit, especially on a moving target. But paired up with this Domain Expansion, it's pretty broken. Even without it, it's pretty OP. So yeah, I'm going to be putting Gojo ultimate moveset in the S tier. Now for the next character, which is Yuta. With this character, you'll be able to combo Curse Speech with Black Flash, which can be nasty, but it still doesn't one-shot, so it's kind of a bummer. Then we have Pure Love, which has an amazing range, but yet still doesn't one-shot. Crazy. Now for the last move, Vengeful Counter. It does a pretty nice chunk of damage, but for my personal use, I rarely see myself using it, since when I go ultimate, all I want to do is kill anybody in the vicinity. So I'll be giving Yuta in C tier. Now we have his Totem. Totem's ultimate moveset is probably one of the best looking ones in my personal opinion, but yet it doesn't really have a one-shot combo, nor does it have a one-shot move. Simple Domain is actually pretty good since it gives you invisibility to most moves. Do correct me if I'm wrong on this. Only problem is it doesn't last too long. Honestly, this probably belongs with Yuta in the C tier, but since I like how the moves look so much, I'll give it a B tier. Now for one of the last characters, Toji. Now Toji's ultimate is actually pretty good since the dashes you get can cover so much distance and you can practically dodge any upcoming moves very easily. And if you pair the dashes with an inverted Spirit of Heaven, you can catch almost any player with no sweat at all. And don't even get me started with a domain breaker. Not only can you break domains, but you can actually attack players with it, and it does a pretty nice chunk of damage. The only bad move I will say is the Chain of 1,000 miles, since the startup is slow and it's almost impossible to hit on a moving target. Besides that, I'll give Toji an A tier. Now for the final character, we have Sukuna, the most cruelest villain to ever exist. Sukuna's first move is Cleave. It's a close range move, which is pretty easy to hit if you have somewhat of a brain. Now for his second move, Dismantle, it can be kind of hard in the moving target, but it shouldn't be that much of a problem, so it should be pretty easy as well. Now for his Fire Arrow, it has an amazing AoE, like massive. It does like 75% damage. Do correct me if I'm wrong there. Paired with Domain Expansion, it's kind of broken. Sukuna's Domain Expansion also has a massive AoE, and it can hit many players at once, like a lot of players. So I'll be giving Sukuna an S tier. Honestly, I personally think Gojo's ultimate moveset is probably the best one for damage, in my opinion. Alright, so if you guys happen to enjoy the video, and if you happen to disagree with my tier list, that's okay. You can comment below what would your tier list be like. Explain why. I would like to hear your reasoning.